tonight in this Kentucky governor's race, the AP, I just said, is now saying the race is too close to call. It's maybe 4,000 votes separating the two candidates. But here is how your favorites over at CNN are reading the results.
Oh, boy.
Bevin closely aligned himself with Donald Trump, and Donald Trump went down there and made it very clear that he was behind him.
I think you cannot lose sight of Donald Trump going in there at the end. If he was not able to do that here, even for an unpopular Republican, that is going to be a question mark that hangs around his head.
Hey, Don, Bevin was the most unpopular governor in the country, was once down 20 points, and now it's still too close to call, 49% versus 49%. He ran against a family that's legendary, the Bashir family, of course, in Kentucky. So what's your response to, well, look, it's predictable what they would say, but what's your response?
It's the sound bites that we're so used to. I mean, any opportunity to try to take a swipe. I mean, they don't talk about the rest of the Republican ticket sweeping. They don't talk about the first African-American attorney general who happens to be a Republican, elected. They don't mention that, Trump helped propel those guys to those places. And I like Matt Bevin. He's been a friend of mine. He's a good guy, but he's picked a lot of battles. He's, teed off on a lot of people in Kentucky. That's not always popular. We understand how that works. But they won't give Trump the credit for that. I mean, but this is that same mainstream media that will run with anything. This is the same mainstream media, Laura, that tells me that al-Baghdadi is an austere religious scholar. He's not a rapist and a murderer and a guy that doused people in gasoline and lit them on fire because Trump killed him and he was on Trump's wish list, the number one thing my father wanted to get done in terms of terrorism. The leader of ISIS is now an austere religious scholar. So that tells you the level of sickness that is the left-wing media filter that the regular American people see and they're fed up with. So, I'm not worried about that as a race. I'd love to see another governor. I think those are important. Like I said, I think he's done a good job, but Matt Bevin has picked some fights. So this has nothing to do with Trump. Again, they swept the rest of the ticket. They did great in Mississippi, et cetera, the other election today. The two really, I don't think, have that much to do with each other. But again, because you can utilize it as a platform to try to come up with keep knocking Trump, guys. See how it worked last time.
All right, Don, thanks so much. Congrats on the new book. Just out today. Everybody go out and get it. And based on revised testimony from U.S. Ambassador